With LSU head coach Brian Kelly. The Tigers will host Texas A&M Saturday night at 6:30 Central on ABC. To get a question in for Coach Kelly, please use the raise hand function. And Coach, while I wait on any of those questions today, if you could take a moment to comment on your team as you prepare for this week's game versus Texas A&M.
Yeah, our guys are certainly in a position now to do something great here at Tiger Stadium, that is, beat the number 3 team in the country. So, our focus is squarely on doing that for 4 quarters, playing the consistent football necessary to beat, a top 3 team. But the practice yesterday, loved our energy and enthusiasm, and now you got to go do it. But I'm really pleased with the mindset of our team and the opportunity that lies in front of them.
All right, we'll begin with Koki Riley of The Advocate.
Morning, Coach.
Morning, Koki.
With Whit Weeks and Bernard Gooden, how much have they been able to do this week at practice, or I guess that was just yesterday?
Gooden hadn't practiced yesterday. He didn't he didn't get involved in everything, but we wanted to bring him in slowly. So he got some individually, got some team reps. The report this morning was that he felt good. Whit is still non-weight bearing. He's in the boot, and we'll keep the boot on for him for another couple of days before we know what he can do. He's been doing some additional treatments, and he's feeling better, but we won't know on him until later in the week.
And Coach, with Trades Green, how much has it helped his development heading into the season and now into the season that he can just be a football player, and the basketball side of it is kind of put off to the side maybe for a while?
Yeah, I don't know really, Koki, what the plans are moving forward. I'm so focused on just the football, and my job is to develop him, as a football player. And he's been amazing, Koki. He's just locked in, focused, taking care of his academics, and coming here every day with a great attitude about playing the game. We'll always leave that option open to him to pursue basketball, but right now, his focus is on being the best he can be for LSU football.
Next will be Reed Darcy of The Advocate.
Hey, Coach, we spent a little bit of time on Monday talking about ways that you all can improve on offense. And I'm curious, have you all highlighted drops as an area in which you can improve? And if so, in what ways can you work on that to hopefully fix it?
Yeah, I think that, anytime, you lose a football game, every little thing, becomes, magnified. And certainly there were a couple of plays that we could have made. But I think, when you look at the body of work, it hasn't been a group that has been sloppy and dropping the football and has caused us to come up short, against Ole Miss and Vanderbilt. But having said that, it's certainly something that we want to be flawless at. And those kids catch the ball every day, in the morning, afternoon, at practice. And we want to be better in everything we do, whether it's a drop here or there, or not playing with low pads or tackling. I think those are all the fundamentals, Reed, that we go to work on every single day, including, catching the football.
Gotcha. And one more thing, if I may, Coach, we see a report out there this morning that Ashton Stamps is he left the team, I believe. Is that something that you can confirm?
Yeah, he is no longer on the roster.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Next, we'll go to Steve Moulton of WZZN.
Hey, Coach. Hope you're doing well today, sir.
Thank you, Steve. You too.
Thank you, Coach. We've obviously talked a lot about Garrett Nussmeier, but from on and off the field, growth-wise, what have you seen out of your quarterback this year, Coach? Where has he improved, in your opinion, this year, Coach?
Well, I think he's been put in a leadership position. I think he's improved in there. I think he's battled through some nagging injuries. That is growth. Look, I mean, everybody wants to talk about growth in terms of outcomes and more touchdowns and more completions and things of that nature. And I get that, right? But, we're also looking at the growth of a young man, and his growth has been in his leadership, taking accountability, being somebody that our guys can look up to, and he models how to do things on a day-to-day basis. And so that's been incredible growth from my perspective.
And for Texas A&M, I realize going undefeated is incredibly hard, but to be undefeated at this point of the year, what impresses you most about the Aggies and what they've done so far this year, Coach?
I think more than anything else, it's the ability to win on both sides of the ball. You look at a win against Auburn at 16-10, I think was the final score, and then 45-42 against Arkansas. They go on the road to Notre Dame and win another game in the 40s after giving up points. So I just think that, to be undefeated, you have to be able to rely on both sides of the ball to carry the day. And we haven't been able to do that. We've either played really, really good defense and not well enough on offense, or had some flashes on offense and then didn't play at the same standard on defense. And that's why we are where we are, and they're undefeated. But, we get a chance, to play them on Saturday. And look, at the end of the day, we just need to be the better team for 3 hours. And that's what we'll be looking forward to doing on Saturday.
Thank you, Coach.
If there are any final questions for Coach Kelly, please use the raise hand function. All right, Coach, that's going to wrap you up today. Thank you.
Thank you.